we want that the time becomes 0, then we need to show times up. So we will use conditional rendering here. So just use conditional operator to make sure that whenever the time becomes 0, we will show times up. And if it is not 0, then we will simply show the value of the time remaining like this. Time remaining, time, this much seconds are left. In this way it will show. Let us see now. Okay, it shows this 2 seconds left and like that, but the color is very gray like, so we will use white color here. Use a class text white. Now it is visible. We can do one thing. Instead of using the text white class here, I can use it in the whole component because I want the text should be white everywhere. This is a bootstrap class for making the text white. Now let us see. But notice one thing, the timer is still not stopping. Why it is so? Let us see. In the use effect function, when the time becomes 0, we have set active false. But one more thing we need to do, if not active, we will need to use this set timeout function, otherwise not. Or we can say when it is active, then only we need to use the set timeout function. Then now let us see how it works. 3 2 1 times up. Okay, but -1 it is showing because the last second also it is working. So add one more condition and time not equals to 0. Now it should work. 5 4 3 2 1 times up. With this our timer is complete. So let's again convert this 5 into 100 so that our total time is 100 seconds. Now we need to create a component to display our questions. So just create a component, display questions.js. And just similarly I will just copy this because we need a similar thing here, and we need to create a component const display questions, or simply we can write function display question props return, and export this component, export default display questions. Okay, now let us create a file in src folder for the questions.js. Here just create an array of objects, const questions equals to, it will be an array, and inside that we will have some objects. So each object will have a question property which will have a string containing the question. Like example I will give, which team won IPL 4 times, which team won the IPL 4 times. And another property will be choices, it will be again an array, and the options can be Mumbai Indians, and you can write any question. And like this you can create. And another thing it will be correct options. So correct, let us say one option, first option Mumbai Indians is correct, so I will give 1 based indexing for the correct option. Okay, and description will be there. In description we can write the years. In 2018 MI won, just I am writing example, you can get the accurate info and write it here. Okay, and image, currently I am writing none. Whenever I will get an image I will place that image here. For other questions also in a similar pattern, just you create at least 4 to 5 questions. Okay, and pause the video and create some questions in this file. I have some questions already, so I will be using that. So just I am pasting that. You can see at the last I need to write export default questions because we need to export these from this file and we will use it in our quiz component. And you can see I have added some images, links for the images, some of them, and if there is no image I have written none. and you can vary the number of options also. Suppose you want that a question must have 5 options, then you can change the size of array to 5 or 2, or it is not necessary that every question must have the same number of options. You can change it. Okay, so let us come back to our display questions. Here we will receive some things as prop. So basically our questions array will be a large array, and we will display only a single question with this component. So I can write const index, or what is the index of the question, and the question itself will be an object, and an active variable of our quiz component will also be received by this. So we can write this as props, and the questions will contain the 5 properties I told you. Question, actually the name will be same, so I will replace this by problems or problem. Question and correct. One more thing will be choices, image, and description. This will be contained in every problem. So we have got this. Now here I am writing div class name equals to row. Inside that div class name equals to call12, and also we want that this should be centered, so I will use text center class of Bootstrap and use h1, or we can use h5 tag. So in h5 tag I will write index. Actually index is a variable, so I will use braces, index plus dot plus the problem statement, which will be in the variable question. Okay, so this is the question, and below this we want that the options should be displayed. For this we will use React Strap component form. Basically we will be using radio buttons, so I will show you. Similar to this one, radio buttons. So the code for this is given below. I will just copy that code. This one, form group check, and let me copy one element, and this should be placed in a form tag of React Strap. So I will be placing this inside that, and let us import form and form group from the React Strap. Form group label input from React Strap. Also, I want to tell you one thing. We cannot export a component in this way. What is the error here? That we have 2 separate tags which are not enclosed in a single tag. So React tells you to place them in a single tag, and if you don't want to place them in a div tag, so you can use empty braces like this. It is called fragment, React fragment. So simply just place them in a single tag. Now they are enclosed within a single tag. This is okay now, but we require that the options should be displayed according to the size of the array options, the choices array. So we will use map function of JavaScript, choices.map. It will take a choice, or we can say option, as an argument, and it will return the component to be displayed for that option. So just here, just paste it here, and now we will replace this random text by our option variable. So whatever the option variable will be there, it will be placed here as a label, and we can just replace the name by name plus radio plus i.toString. Just use curly braces here because this is a variable of JavaScript. Now it is okay, or we can simply write radio plus I. What is I here? Just I will write I here. In the map syntax we have an index for the second argument, so it will be that. And now it is showing I is not defined. Oh, I have misplaced the bracket here. Just do one thing, just place this in a curly brace, because whenever we are using JavaScript syntax in this JSX, in this React component, so we will need to use curly braces whenever in this HTML like syntax, whenever we are using JavaScript, we will need to use these curly braces. Otherwise, it will not work. So, okay, now it is looking fine. But it may give some error when we will use it or when we will view it. So, just do one thing. Here we need to use the key attribute of React. I will tell you what does it do. Just write key equals to i.toString. Actually, in React, whenever you use map function, then you need to mention a key attribute of the outer element. Here the outer element is form, so we will use key attribute in this, and the key should be unique for every element in this map function. So the index is unique for our array, so I am using I, and it should be string, so that's why I use the toString function to convert that integer index into its string. Okay, so now just do one thing. We want to include the image also if it has an image. So just here also we will use conditional rendering. If image equals to none, then we will simply return this empty string, and otherwise we will return a React component showing that image. So just copy this because we want to center it, so we will use text center, and inside this div we will place an image tag. Image src equals to the image attribute or the image prop. Now it should work fine. Let us see. Oh, this should be img. Now let us see. Include this in your quiz component. Below the timer, let us give some line break here. 2 line breaks are enough, I think. Below this, just include your display question component, display questions, and we will pass some props to it. But before that, we need to import this component display questions. Import display questions from /displayQuestions.js, and we need to import the questions array from our questions file. So import questions from questions.js. But we want that the questions must be displayed only in a specific amount. We don't want to display all the questions, and we also want that the questions should be displayed randomly. So we will use effect function here. I will tell you why. Just use effect, and inside this we will pass a callback function which will do the random shuffling here. So just I will write problems equals to, let us define the problems as a state first. Const problems, set problems, use state. Initially it can be null, and this use effect needs to be called only once at the beginning. Whenever the user starts the quiz, then only we need to set the problems for the user in random way. So just instead of assigning problems equal to something, we will use set problems. I told you before why, because it will not re-render the component if we directly assign the variable. Okay, so just use set problems, and random I will make random shuffle a function, random shuffle, and just pass your questions to it. It should do the job. If you want that all questions should be displayed randomly, but I want that only 5 questions should be displayed. So splice function I can use of JavaScript, which will just take the beginning 5 elements by specifying 0, 5. 0 is the beginning index and 5 is the number of elements we want. So number of elements I want 5. So I will just use splice 0, 5, and just let me create this random shuffle function random shuffle. It will take a array, let us say it Q. It will the array of questions. Function random shuffle. What it will do, this function will just swap the values of array in random manner. So let us see how we will do it. For let I equals to q.length -1, we will start from the reverse, and just we will decrement by 1 at every step until I is greater than 0. I greater than 0, I minus minus, and here I will define let ind equals to an index. I will use math.random and multiply it by I plus 1. So that will generate a random number in range 0 to I plus 1. So it will give an index just up to this I. So we have got an index, but this will be a floating point number. So just we take a floor of it, math.floor, and pass it. The index will be now integer. Let us swap the elements now. We have got an index int and we have an index I. Just swap these elements. How we will do it? Let us create a temp variable. Let temp equals to qi, and now qi will be qind and qind will be temp. So this will swap the variables at qi and qind. So in this way the for loop will be repeated up to the length of q, and it will swap many elements randomly. So the starting 5 elements, when we will extract from this, we will get random questions different every time. Now let us create another state to maintain the current index of the question which user is at. So current, set current, it will be having initial value of 0 because the user will be at question number 0 in the beginning. So just now pass the props to display questions on component. The index will be current and the problem will be problems current, problems current. Just use curly braces because we are using variables. Problems current, and active will be the same as active of this state because we are passing the state active as a prop to the component display questions. This is used many times because this is one of the best features of React. Using one parent component you can control many child components. Okay, so let us see how it looks. Oh, it shows an error, cannot read property 0 of null. Actually here the problem variable is null. In the beginning, you remember, we have set the initial value of problems to null. So one thing we can do, just put a condition here. If not problem means the problem is null or problem is falsy value, then we will return something, and if it is not, then we will return our original component. So here we can return one beautiful component of React Strap. It is a spinner. Just I will show you. In React Strap there is a component spinner. We can use until it loads. Spinner. Oh, it is in the name of spinners, and you will see in the beginning. I can take anyone. Let us take this one. Just copy this. So whenever the problem is null, it is loading, that time this will show spinner, and just import this from React Strap spinner. Now let us see. Oh, again the error is there. So in quiz.js it is not able to access this array, so we can put another condition here also. If not problems, if the problems is falsy value, then it will be null, else it will access the current index of the problems. Now it should work fine. Cannot destructure property question of problem as it is. Just do one thing, place this statement before this problem destructuring so that it does not cause any error, and remove this else. We don't need, because it will be returned here only, then it will not reach here. So just let us see now. Okay, the loader was shown, but again a problem, cannot read property splice of undefined. Just do one thing, return this q from here. We have swapped the array and everything, but we forgot to return this. Now it should be okay. Yeah, the question is displayed, the timer is working fine, but this index is 0. We can do one thing, we can tell it to increment it by 1. So when displaying I will write index plus 1 in bracket. Now it should be 1 for the first question. Okay. Now let us create a previous button for here and also a next button. So first of all we will use conditional rendering, and previous button will be shown only when current is not equal to 0, because if we are at 0 index then we don't need to go previous more. So if current not equal to 0, then only we will show the previous button, and for this we will use bootstrap react strap. Just open react strap and we will use the button component. I can use this one, button color equals to info, this info one, and here just write the text as previous, and in the else part of conditional operator we can write empty string. So, and also it is giving an error here because it is again something including two components, so we will need to include a react fragment here, empty tag. Just include this button into that and import this button from react strap. Okay, now current is not defined. Oh, I have done this in display question component. Just copy this or cut this and paste this in our quiz component. By mistake I have done it here. It should be in the quiz component because it should be displayed at the end of every question, and it is related with this current of this quiz component. So just paste it here. If current is not equal to 0, then we will show this button, and otherwise we will just show nothing here. And similarly include a next button showing next, and one more thing you do, just include button from react strap here, and we can remove button from that display question component. I did it by mistake, sorry for that. In next just write current not equals to 4. Now we will see the next button in our first question, but on clicking nothing happens. So just add a click listener using the on click prop of button component, on click, and just we will pass a callback function here as an arrow function. What will this function do? It will just set current to current plus 1. Simple. Set current as current plus 1, and otherwise it is showing set current is not defined, set correct. Oh, I misspelled it, current it should be. Now similarly for the previous button also you can do it. Just add an on click event listener, or better say it a prop, on click, and pass this. Just it will be the opposite, current minus 1. Now it should work fine. Let us see. Okay, the question is there next. I can go next, previous, next, next, and at the fourth question or the fifth question it shows only previous button. Okay, similarly create another button here for submit. Use conditional rendering because when it is active then only we need to show that button, otherwise the button should disappear. So we will display that button. Just copy with the syntax is similar, and it should have submit as its label, and on click you can just place an empty function here for now, or just use set active false. Set active should be false at here. Okay, now it's fine. And when it is not active, just simply we will return an empty string. So now it should be fine. Let us see. And when I click on submit, it disappears because set active is set false. Now we need to maintain another state for the option selected by the user. So just write another state, const selected, set selected, and initially it will be an array of 5 nulls. So just write null 5 times, null 5 times. So initially the user selected nothing, that's why it is 5 nulls. Just pass this selected in this display function, display questions function, selected of current. We will pass this as a prop, selected of current, and let us name this prop as user's choice, or let us say user choice, and this will pass it here. Just place curly braces. We need another function to change this. If we want to change a particular index, then we need to create another function for it. So I am creating set user's choice as function, const set user choice equals to, it will take two things, index and what you want to make the choice, index and choice. And what it will do, it will call this set selected, and we will manipulate this selected array somehow that this index is changed to this choice, whatever user is provided. So just we will write let t equals to selected, and just manipulate this in the way we want, selected ind equals to choice, ind it should be index, and after manipulating this array we will pass it to set selected t, it is t here. So this will change this selected state of our quiz component. Now pass this as a prop to display question component. We will name it in the same way, set user's choice equal to set user's choice of this function or component. Now we will use it in our display questions component. Just take two more props here, set user's choice and user choice, and we will use it when we display the options. So in this input it should be checked only and only when the user choice equals to I plus 1, because if the index is I, then it should be I plus 1, because we are using one based indexing here, let us say. And on change handler we will add, so that whenever user clicks on it, this state will get changed. User choice, we will call the function set user choice, so that it will change the user choice. How it will change? We will pass the index and choice as we have created the function. So index will be index, and the choice which we want to change is I plus 1. We want to make the choice as I plus 1, so we will pass it. Now let us see. I click here, so it is selected. Now I click here, now this is selected. It is working correctly. Now one more feature we need to add. Whenever the quiz gets over, we need to display that what is the correct answer and what was the explanation for that. So I can use alert for that. Alert is a component in React Strap, so I will use just that, alert. Just see this one is looking perfect, info 1. So I will use info, alert color equals to info, and this will be displayed only and only when the user has completed the quiz. So I will place a condition, when not active, then only it will be displayed, and otherwise we will return an empty string here. We need to import alert from React Strap. Okay, so let us see. Yeah, it shows an alert, but we need to change the content here, so let us do it. Inside this alert we will just mention the correct answer the index is stored in correct variable, so I will use correct and place it in bracket. Also we can display the description here, just place some line breaks, and after that in a similar fashion we will display the description of the answer. Just write description and use the DESC variable for here. Let us see now. I will submit the quiz. Correct answer, description. The line breaks should not be there, I think. It will be better. Only one line break is enough. Okay. I submit the quiz. Now it is correct. In this way, we have made the quiz. But one more thing we need to do, we need to calculate the score because that's important too. So in this quiz component, create another function. Let us call it finish quiz. Const finish quiz equals to, and in this we will call the set active false, and we will just calculate the score in a variable score, that score equals to 0, and we will iterate through our array of problems. Let I equals to 0, I less than problems dot length I plus plus, and if score if the problems I dot correct means the correct option of problems matches with the user's choice. User selected choice means selected state, selected I. If these match, then we will increment the score by 10. Score plus equals to 10. And below we can write an alert. You can also use alert of Bootstrap or React Strap. So I am using a simple alert of JavaScript. Alert, congrats, your score is, just use the variable score out of 50. Here I forgot to declare the variable I, so just put let I equals to 0, and here we need to use the conditional operator triple equals. Now it should be fine. Now whenever we have used the set active false, instead of that we will use this finish quiz function. So I will just call this finish quiz, and also we have used it before in the use state, in use effect here when we are using the timer that time. So just place finish quiz here, we will call it here, so that it sets the active to false and displays the score to the user. Let us test it now. Let me take Japan, any random, who developed JavaScript, any random I am taking now. Let me submit it. Your score is 10 out of 50. Okay, correct answer and description are shown. Okay, it is working fine. We have prepared the quiz, but notice one thing, that in the navbar I have placed two options. One is for the homepage quizzer and one is for the play quiz. So we need to create two separate pages here, but I have only a single page currently, so we will use the React router for now. Just here you need to write npm I React router DOM to install that module. It will take some time. Once installed, you can see the package.json. Here React router DOM appears, so it is installed properly, it means. Now let's use that component here. Import browser router as router, switch, and another thing we will need is route from React router DOM. I will tell you how we can use this. You need to place your app inside this browser router, or we have named it as router, so I can use router here, router component, and enclose this app within it. Now we will use switch. Switch encloses that part of your app which needs to be managed using some URL, which needs to be dynamically handled. or you can say which is different for every different URL. So I know that header is constant for every URL, so I will not include this header, but after this header I will create a switch component, and inside this switch I will include this quiz, because here we will need two things, one home component and one quiz component. So just here write a route path equals slash quiz, and inside this place this quiz. And one more thing we need a slash route for the home page. So just write slash here, path equals to slash, and just we will make a home component here. So just write home and import home from home component. So actually we will create this file now, home from slash components slash home.js. We will create this file, create a file home.js, and inside this import React. It will be a simple component, just a functional component. Import React from React, and we will write function home props. Actually no props are there, still you can write props. Return div class equals to class name equals to container, div class name equals to text white and row, and add any description of your page here. I have just description, so I will copy that and paste. So below this just create another div class name equals to row, and here you can place a button of Bootstrap. So just write button, inside that write this, and you can color it as info. We can do one thing, we can use the text center class to center this, and just include one more thing, import link from React Router DOM. So we will use this link for this button. Just place this button inside a link component, link to 2 equals to slash quiz. 2 is similar to href in HTML. So just placing this, and export this component, export default home. And now let us see everything is okay. Oh, here I misspelled route, it should be router, React Router DOM. Okay, and we can do one more thing, use text center here also. Now let us see how it looks. It is not looking good. We can do one more thing, just create a class heading, and we will create this in our app.css file. Just I have some CSS with me, so I'm just pasting it. I tried many variations and this was the best I found to be suitable. One more thing we can do, just place a col12 column here, div class name equals to col12, so that it looks good. Now let us see. Okay, it looks fine, but we need some line breaks here. Just add some line breaks between these two line breaks. I think 4 are enough here, and 2 or 3 here. Let us see. Okay, cool. So guys, we have completed this quizzing website. If you have any doubt, you can freely ask in the comment section if you did not get anything, or if you have any doubt in the JavaScript syntax or anything, you can ask freely. And do give your feedback for this video.